Okay, just give me
Alright,
one.
started.
Okay, when we last left our party of adventurers, uh, shit happened, and travel was had. You were then assaulted, as usual, by the local, by the locals, also as usual. The let's see here. Uh, well, locals being a very strong term, as they were really just incarnations of gloom and some wisps. Still, it was an interesting confrontation. Uh, Blood was kind of shed, not really. You played it very smart and managed to kill the or at least decimate the incarnation of gloom to it being a non-threat. You also performed so many horrific acts against the wisps that it is unspeakable to this day. Or Alex. Anyways.
In Orli's defense, she saw a perfect opportunity.
Yes. And I would do it again. Anyways.
Meanwhile, Mammoth went into his house.
Yes, he had a very comfortable sleep last night.
Just
When he woke up, nothing of real interest happened too much, apparently. I mean, just some glooms attacked, and you'd figure that would be that'd be something of interest, but apparently not. Hmm?
why do I in my head just think that you were actually awake this whole entire time and you were just drinking tea with like a little melody playing in the background while outside is doom music playing as we're beaten in the gloom?
They're like outside. Inside. Do 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 do.
No, I'm just imagining it's the fucking what's it? God, the fucking Crazy Frog song. He's listening to while drinking some tea and watching you guys fight.
That just goes to show you don't have class.
Just
Sure, let's go with that.
anyways.
Yes. So, anyways, with that, morning eventually comes. You want to obtain a few hours of sleep, and oh yeah, and you also found a chunk of shadowite, a shadowite, uh, a sort of mineral found in the Shadowfell. It's extremely hard to come by.
Yeah.
How that incarnate of gloom came to carry it in themselves, who knows?
Yeah.
And then I decided to, for safety reasons, pocket it in
Yeah.
in my bag of honing to make sure it doesn't fall into any wrong hands.
And also, prolonged exposure could cause mental and psychological degeneration. But that it's mostly just so that way it's out of hands of people.
Yeah. But the possibilities of being able to use that stuff to improve magical items is give man. That's very good.
And then we spent some time, or at least me and Norlai spent some time like sifting through, the forested area around our camp, looking for ingredients and such. And one of us, my character, found the plant bird thing,
Yep.
which I named Archimedes because I thought it was a nice name to give the bird.
Also, TF2 reference.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah. It can. It's I just want to like make sure like if my request to you to send have the meteor, or I've found like a couple of sessions ago. I'll send it over to the the blacksmith and Norlies knows to have him crafted into rapier gun is like still was I if I was still able to do it like
Bef-
around
yeah,
around
before
this
we
time.
before we started traveling away from the waypoint.
Yes. I mean, if I recall correctly, though, you were having troubles with contacting the guild due to well, the
Disturbances.
weird shit. Yeah, the disturbances in the general area. Man,
I
you have no idea
mean,
how much restraint it took to not say force.
well, I mean, I mean, I do have sent. I did exchange, mass healing word for sending, and as my for one of my spell slots.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Like if you need me to to use use a spell slot of sending to like get the order confirmed, I can do that.
Oh, no, yeah, Okay, I forgot about that part. No, yeah, you would have, yeah. It's just that, you're kind of a good ways away, out.
Yeah, and that's gonna probably take a while to send back. Or even if they were to send it the waypoint, to send it there and then walk it to us.
Well, just as long as I got the the crafting order confirmed, I'm fine with waiting. I just wanted to make sure we got that taken care of before we start driving off.
Yeah.
Yeah, you managed to get the order at least confirmed on your guys' end. At least once you return to a safe zone where you can actually set down a form of teleportation for your, goods.
Which I can do if emergency calls for like teleporting us away.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right. And with that, the adventures continue.
Yay.
Yay!
Alright.
So back to the map.
Yes, back to the map. You
Uh,
traverse through. It is weird. With your collective search around the area as you traverse through, I need you to make a survival check.
To Pathfind.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. I'm still doing trading on top of Greg for getting land vehicle and mountain combatant.
oof. That. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Should I spend a inspiration slot for another dice roll?
You get him back on the short rest.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough. All right. I'll do that then. Peerless hero, here we to the rescue.
Okay. I mean, it's slightly better.
Alex, you want to roll survival check as well, so it doesn't, so it's not like a total failure.
That's a good question. And can I Pathfind while I, steer and train myself?
I will say this. If you've ever had to drive a car in the middle of the night, or not middle of the night, inside of a active war zone while looking at the GPS, it's gonna be difficult.
So you're saying a disadvantage roll.
Yes, basically.
I feel,
So
yeah, I feel like doing the roll here will just take us a lot longer to reach further in, whereas it won't, result in us getting lost.
Yeah, so roll your survival check with disadvantage.
so you're
Unless
saying
like
that
your
survival check I made was with disadvantage as well, or is it just regular?
Oh, yeah, you're confusing there, me, Andy.
yeah, Jonas would be doing it was doing it normally.
Oh, okay. Should I even bother like using my one free reroll for this, just so I can get a slightly better number?
All right. You know what? I'll have fine with disadvantage because I still got to get that training in because I don't know how much progress I have left. I mean, that's a 31.
All right. I'm not going to use my free reroll then, since no, I just has the most natural survival checks.
Hmm. All right, 31, and I
And
need you to
we
make
compared to my 13.
Straight
Well,
wisdom. Straight wisdom. Yeah.
yes.
Double 15.
Mm. 15. Excuse me. I need to clear my throat out there.
You're fine.
Much better. You managed to traverse through mostly unmolested. The key word is mostly. As you traverse, as you know, using the rivers mostly, it's very, very distracting. As you traverse through, you notice that the river gets narrower and narrower, requiring you to make far more on-site, so almost immediate adjustments. However, if not for the continuous and strenuous attempts made by your beast to stay the fuck in lane, it the travel isn't as rough as you would have initially expected. The In addition to that, on occasion you see a few trees here and there that are growing in reverse. And by that I mean more upside down, where the roots are up in the air and the everything else appears to be going into the ground.
The fuck
On
is.
occasion you see rocks, large rocks floating around the area. Not exactly like orbiting, but like in place.
Yeah, like this. Like the ceiling. There's imaginary ceiling. And it's the floor.
Kind of, yes. There are different levels of elevation, but yes.
Have you seen anything like this?
Well, there was this one time I got really drunk, but I think this is different.
Um, maybe I may have counted something similar like this in my travels, but nothing of this is severity.
Hmm.
Make for me actually, uh, if you're proficient in Arcana,
Okay,
Arcana check, or if you're proficient in Arcana and Nature, a Nature check with advantage.
I am proficient in Arcana and Nature, so I'll make Nature check.
All right, go ahead.
All I have
Advantage.
is nature.
But, uh,
19.
hold on. That. Let me just peerless here that. You have to use a charter body concentration because I've.
Are you sure?
Again!
Side 20.
Man.
Okay. Okay. You have actually kind of read of something similar, but not to this extent. In the Oresian Empire, there is this area commonly referred to as the Glass Forests of Data Arkai. Let me just type it here.
So, this is a place that actually exists and wasn't caused by this bubble?
Yeah, kind of. Let me just finish.
Oh.
Denark High, the glass forests of Denark High exist in the middle of the wastelands of the Oresian Empire. In there, you can find one of the more common residents tend to be shard mines, sapient uh, crystal creatures? Question mark. They're an anomaly all on their own, but they're native to that area, as well as a variety of strange flora and fauna. Most of the housing there is made by shard mined and are made to float in the air. The means of which aren't exactly shared, as they're a bit seclusionary in that sense. That being said, you kind can see some parallels here, in that way, as that's the only place in the world that has that naturally occur.
Fun. Alright. So, alright, so we got a place that's similar to this, but it's not that, but it's similar enough. Okay. Alright, we'll just keep pushing up forward, keeping our eyes out for anything of interest and anything of note, and just keep pushing forward.
Oh, hello there.
Hello.
Yeah.
What I missed because
Upside down forest floating in the sky.
Upside down forest with occasional chunks of ground floating in the sky. Yeah.
Hmm.
okay, one, that's a bit and Trixie, absolutely. Like that. Two, apparently my bus station.
What?
Yeah, there are like 5 firecrackers.
Let me restate that. What? I did anyone hear Momo say something
Yeah.
like properly? Because for me, it's just cutting in and out consistently.
It's hard for me to tell. Like I think I remember hearing the first word. Everything else just kind of went muddled after that.
Glad I'm not the only one.
Like,
I said, first off, that sounds cool, and Trixie would absolutely check it out and try to figure out the best way to use it to play Frank. Second off, apparently my bus station was on fire.
What the shit?
Oh.
oh,
What the hell happened?
I
Yeah.
don't know,
Fires
there
be like that
were,
sometimes.
but
If
I
this
don't
was
know, but
caused
there
by someone,
were.
they must really hate public transportation.
I mean, who can blame them? But still.
Anyways.
I just hope that wasn't an act of arson. Otherwise, I would be concerned.
If I had to guess, probably electrical fire, maybe.
Hopefully.
I actually don't have them because, like, it might have just been a false alarm because, like, I remember hearing, because, like, I heard the alarms going off from several blocks down, but I didn't actually see anything.
Yeah, so either someone tricked their fire alarm when they weren't supposed to, or electrical fire.
Let's hope someone accidentally tripped the fire alarm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
It went off twice, though, which is weird. Like, it was going and then it stopped and then started going again.
hmm.
Okay, if that's the case, yeah, no, it definitely sounds like an electrical fire.
Yeah. Anyways.
Mm-hmm. So, yes, that is as you're traversing through, that is basically what you see, and you akin it, and you recall the glass forests of Denark High in the Oresian Empire, which are inhabited by almost entirely by shard mines and almost all creatures that can survive in that sort of environment.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Trixie is going to try to rope the party into taking a fight.
One more time. I heard party.
Trixie is going.
Yeah.
Trixie is going to try to rope the party into a game of hide and seek.
I'm gonna rope the party into what?
Hide and seek.
Taking a look at it, I
A
believe.
game. No. Trixie is going to try to rope the party into a game of hide and seek.
Outside the
Outside in the upside down forest, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. See, I'm not saying don't, but if you want to, and see if you can be stealthy enough.
Am I the only one who thinks this is a bad idea?
no, you're not the only one. I just
Well,
prefer not to say anything.
yeah. Well, it's. I think this is an out of character thing of like Trixie or is it? I can never remember.
Trixie, you
Yeah.
say it right the first
Okay.
time. Confident yourself, mate.
Yeah. Trixie is trying to do this without the party's knowledge. I think that's.
No, just no.
Oh, so she's straight up asking the party. Okay.
Oh, we're like hide and seek 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah.
Oh. So it's like, let's play hide and seek. 3, 2, 1, go, and you're gone. Yeah.
That's no offense, man, but could we like not do this in any place other than this area right now?
Get out of here with Jonas. Something tells me they're not going to listen.
Speaking from experience, it's definitely not a good idea to like mess around with something like this. Well, knowledge. Speaking from knowledge.
Currently already doing it, so I need Miss Trixie to make for me a
Stealth check.
well, stealth and acrobatics check, because you're flying in between, you know, floating islands, you know, difficult, not difficult terrain, but you know what I mean.
You know what? I'm going to keep it rule because it's funny.
Oh, and that one. Ooh.
Shit.
George. Oh, hey, watch out for that. Ouch. Tree.
Exactly.
Yep. With that 8. Oh boy. You begin to fly around, and as you begin to fly around, it's a feeling like no other. You know, the floating dust between your wings and the leaves hitting against your against your body as you're just flying around. And then surprise branch. I need to roll for me a D10.
A D10. Oof.
But
You take 5 points of non-magical bludgeoning damage as you collide with a branch. Rather, not exactly a branch, but a branch root. I mean, again, the trees are growing upside down.
Yeah.
So it's
worth it.
yeah. So yeah, in terms of hiding, can or make for me a stealth. You could try make a stealth check with disadvantage. I'm not going to directly say no.
I'm not even going to bother. Just going to say I slide back down off the carriage.
Okay, understandable.
Yeah. Norlai would just come over, crick you up by like literally the scruff of the back of your neck, and just be like, "And that's why you don't run off without adult supervision."
She is an adult. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's like we've already discussed that she's an adult.
Maybe she's done
Ah,
adult
you
human
act
being,
like a
but
child, you get treated like one.
just anyways.
It's like those three girls used to classy. I need an adult. I am a no. No, you're not.
The adult.
Well, I think I'm gonna check on our community to see if we can get some of his saliva to give Trixie a little nap because I don't
Don't
really
want to.
trust
You
her
don't
to
want to
like
deal with that
do
shit
the
again.
same mistake twice.
Uh, like, all right.
Like
Yeah.
it's like when a child is given a Benadryl, young child given a Benadryl to make sure that they don't freak out when they can't pop their ears on a plane. Speaking from experience, actually, my mother actually gave me Benadryl because I was making so much racket because I couldn't pop my ears. I was thrown off the plane.
Yeah. All right. So after I picked up Trixie by the back of the neck, just hand her back to Mammoth, and be like, "I believe this one's yours," and plops him.
Thank you. What have we learned?
To look around fun.
He just rolls his eyes like, of course.
And this is why I called you a child. And just walks off. Back onto Greg.
Is doing
Never
his
paired peanut
best.
butter with broccoli?
As much as I try to like show respect to a dragon like you, it's hard for me to not see your is the way you act is a little bit too stress inducing for me to take you seriously.
Yeah, there's a
Oh,
difference
I know.
between being a little prankster and being a little child, and you're being a little child.
I mean, that's basically
I
Faye,
feel most of the time.
and that's most Faye in a nutshell, though. Let's be honest here. Let's not beat around the proverbial bush.
Darla just has that finger raised, like we're going to say something about Jack, and then just no, wait, Jack totally is a prankster. Who am I kidding?
All right, so can we just continue on with our trials? Because I'd rather not let's keep the young lady waiting long enough for her to make that same attempt again.
Yeah, let's get moving. I'll just push Greg along and see how much progress more did I make towards land vehicles and mountain combat, because I don't even know what my current progress is at.
So, you make another bit of progress towards land vehicles, because you need to get land vehicles proficiency in order to get mounted combatant. Do you? Hold on.
Yeah, I haven't been.
Yeah, in order to train to get mounted combatant, you need land vehicles proficiencies.
Okay, so I have no idea what the progress towards land vehicles I've had so far. I know I've made quite a many
Another
successes.
bit of progress.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So let me just check here. You know what? I'll say fuck it. Yeah, you at this point, before arriving in the locale, the locale where you're primarily the. Sorry, dog. I let her in here. Now she's demanding to. Okay, yep. I guess I'm just gonna lose blood flow on my feet.
You should have saw that coming from a mile away. I don't know what you were expecting.
Honestly, I was surprised that she didn't just jump up in your lap and just started like pressing down on your balls.
Shut up. That has happened more than once on an occasion. I don't need to be reminded of the CBT.
Fair enough. Moving along.
Yes. So,
I can actually kind of see Trixie doing that with Mammoth.
see that. Anyways, you traverse through, and for the most part, it's quiet at the very least. I mean, you see the occasional wildlife, but aside from that, it's mostly you're mostly unbothered.
Okay.
Hmm.
Anything else before nightfall hits?
Yeah, I'm just currently rolling here on my end to determine some things. Yes, make for me a perception check.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Uh,
Perceiving.
Okay. 26. Nice.
29.
Show off.
It's so wisdom wings, man. It's just like my wisdom is cracked.
Yeah, I need to stop putting more points into wisdom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would
Good
be a
actually
good idea.
or in perception or proficiency. Anyways, the overall, yeah, mostly unbothered by animals. The terrain less so.
It's they just took Trixie not gonna do her perception check.
Oh, she can go ahead if she'd like. I'm gonna decide for her.
Yeah.
All right, one sec.
They'd be
Perception
being
check?
in, yeah. Perception check, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just bringing a lot of load of laundry for the convention tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh,
29
that's a good roll.
and 26, 29, 20, and 27. You all notice as you're traveling through that the deeper you go into this area, the more strange things become. As I mentioned before, you had initially seen this with the floating islands and tree and the reversibly grown trees. However, you then start to notice crystal growths, almost like tumors, at the bottom of some of these floating chunks of earth. And
As a druid, would I know what like any of this shit is?
maybe. Let's see.
Um,
Are you proficient? Are you? I'd say make a nature check. And actually, are you proficient in Arcana?
I am.
Okay. And are you proficient in Nature again? Just check for my notes here.
I am.
Okay, then make for me a Nature check. With advantage.
Yeet.
Natural 20.
Natural 20 for a total of 25. All right. So, here is what you know. So, one of the, as you're very well aware, the Druidic Guild has, the Druidic Guild has basically been training most, if not all, of their trainees in how to spot a magical dump site. A lot of times when, mages will make a magic item, there's always waste. Always. And sometimes, particularly lazy mages will dump them off in the middle of the forest. Now, if they're like in particularly small, like minuscule amounts of, of and less potent material, then they can get away with it without too much of an issue. However, what more often than not happens is a sort of condensation between sort of how to put this minerals from the earth being pulled into the location where the magic has been where the magical waste has been dropped off, and it sort of condenses into a sort of semi-crystalline form. However, they unlike your sort of standard magical crystals, these cannot be handled safely. They are pure, raw, and untamed magical crystals that are not caused in nature. This means that they have to be extracted with care by particularly well-trained individuals who can actually get rid of them. However, the usual signs of this sort of thing being the case, that being a sort of local mutation of the local plant and the flora and fauna, as well as general how do I put this? It sometimes makes the air almost unbreathable. Would be the symptoms that solidify. Yeah, this is a result of a magical dump site. However, this does not appear to be the case. The air very much appears to be breathable. The animals appear to be mostly fine. There's definitely some discomfort for some of them in regards to the territory. And and overall, there's no mutation in the plant life aside from some trees growing upside down. The other plants like grass, flowers, and the such are completely untouched.
You will explain all of this.
So
Yeah, so
it's similar to magical waste, but it's naturally occurring magic waste.
Okay, think of it like this. So, have you ever So here's the fun fact. Did you know there's alcohol out in the fun fact. Did you know there's alcohol out in the Astral Sea?
How?
So you know when you leave things like so you know how you leave things like coconuts and okay, apparently my Wi-Fi died.
Oh, we can hear you just fine.
That's because I use data now.
Uh,
I'm so sorry for your loss of data.
Well, hey, if it weren't for data, I wouldn't really be talking to you anymore.
yeah. Oh, at the very least, if you have unlimited data, it's at least you know it's all covered.
Data is my favorite character from Star Trek.
Yeah.
You know how okay, so you know how you leave things like peaches and such out in and they start to ferment? Like how you leave fruit to and grapes to ferment
Yeah.
to make your wines and alcohols?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but natural magic. Get enough of that and it becomes like this.
So, can this naturally occurring stuff actually be used?
And it with my nat 20.
There have been cases where it's been witnessed in the Savage Lands. However, due to a combination of how to put this, general common sense, as well as how to put it, let's just call it what it is: sanity. People have not tried to do that shit.
People
But
haven't tried due to how potent it can be, and well, if you touched it, you could hurt yourself.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's unpredictable.
Yeah.
It's akin to, how do I put this? It's akin to being inside of a storm of wild magic, but in a smaller scale.
Oh, I immediately for Trixie.
So, and on the bright side, the animals are fine. I mean, other than like minor discomfort, they seem to do what animal natures does best and evolve to it. But like he sees an animal in trouble and he just goes over and like helps them.
Yeah, you see a snapping turtle holding on to a branch covered in leaves with dear life, with dear life, and you manage to take it off,
Yeah.
walk it off.
mm,
So,
it, it's just like just probably be best if you put those thoughts away in the back of your head, lock them behind a key, lock them away with a key in hand, and never think about those ever again. If you want to at least keep some parts of you intact.
you just
That's
see.
not what I said.
I mean, normally it's just thinking hard and looking at those crystals and just thinking very hard and being like, well, there's a chance it can hurt me. Well, there's one way to see if I'm lucky today. And she takes a shot of her, like a shot of one of her wild whiskey drinks, taking a shot from an open bottle already and being like, let's test my luck today.
Okay, okay, roll them.
13 and 77. Uh, let's see, where is it?
Okay, that almost made me concerned. I don't like being concerned.
Alright. Nuisance. Ah, my clothes become filthy. Until I
As
could.
you do so,
Yeah.
tell you what.
You go. You were saying, Auntie?
Oh, I was just saying. Your shirt is as you. How long is it going to remain dirty?
Until changed and or cleaned.
All right, so basically, 1 second as you drink the alcohol, like, oh god, that I can get used to that smell, and then you I can't get used to that smell as your body is covered in. You don't know. It's green. It smells icky, and it's very slimy.
Oh, oh,
Just,
oh my God! Oh,
she looks at him like, slightly soiled, nothing more than like a really long day at work. I consider that good luck.
what did you eat? Oh, that
Mar-
stench is
Basically, the
almost
equivalent of
unrecognizable.
well,
the
it does.
equivalent of diving into a dumpster when it rained earlier that day in the middle of a hot July.
Oh God!
Dirty and filthy. It doesn't say anything about fucking unbearable odor.
Oh, okay then. Yeah, we'll just say you're just filthy and it smells a little bit bad.
Yeah.
Like,
Like I said, like a long day after a long work.
I swear to God, if somebody posts in the fucking comments, imagine the smell. I'm gonna fucking ugh.
Eh, Anyways, I'm like, yeah, Norali's just like, I see that lucky. And it's like, I said I'm being lucky. It's like, I'm going to take a test with one of these crystals because if we manage to get one, there could be a lot of good potential. So, I'm going to try. Just looks
Ugh.
up at one of the floating crystals and be like, let's
Really,
hope I can jump high enough.
you fucking freaking piece of shit.
Okay, grab it.
Yep.
Grab it. I'm going to now. I get to roll the wild magic.
Oh boy.
All right. Anyways,
It's it seems like
Roll
the
roll it publicly. I wish to see it.
man. It seems like Norlai's finally gone mad, and I've only been in these sessions for like a couple of months.
Alright,
okay,
so
6 and a 34.
yeah. If I remember it correctly, that is a moderate. And 34, you said?
Yes.
I gave the service an arcade eye for 1 minute. Doesn't
All
require
right.
concentration.
Let me pull. Let me just pull up the effects of Arcane Eye real quick. All right. As you look around the area, searching, as you grab onto it, a arc of magical energy erupts, and hmm, how do I put this? It's extremely disorienting. Think like how the way that flies can see.
Yeah.
Yeah, you suddenly can just see in every direction all at once. Finally, you also notice little like tendrils or some weird things begin to like flow around and between you guys, like as if you're like wading through seaweed. Only you're going through
That's
like a,
that's just fantastic.
but only she can see this. That being said, she can see this.
It's like,
Yeah,
whoa, trippy.
it's
Ocean,
Norlai, you still with us? Like, how many fingers I'm holding up? I just hold up 3 fingers.
I can.
as you see it, as you look, uh, it's kind of hard to see between the weird seaweed-looking things. I need you to make for me a perception check to see if you can actually see properly what he's holding before you.
Let's see if my eyes can adjust to this weirdness. Oh yeah, she's used to this. It's drunkenness, blurriness cranked up to 11.
Mm-hmm. Like as you just adjust to it, like, okay, oh, there we are.
Like, yeah, I see 3. Take a little bit to adjust, and she comes down with the crystal in hand.
Can I try to take this advantage of that momentary blindness to draw the section on her face?
Make for me a stealth check, and then a sleight of hand.
19, yeah, I see
Oh,
you
right,
coming.
it says I have heavy armor.
Yeah, I don't know why it says you're in heavy armor.
Um, it must be a piece of your armored equipment that you must have at something. If you're not wearing armor to your character,
I'm really not.
yeah, it's one of those things that, like, in your spare time, you might have to go through your character sheet and seeing what is affecting that. Because
Yeah,
usually it's an armor. If you have armor in your inventory, just click it off and see if that fixes it.
Is it like light or studded leather?
Yeah,
Studded or it isn't studded or leather armor.
yeah, but that said, it's like I probably still see that coming.
Yeah, does that beat your past perception?
Passive 25.
Okay, yeah, you see her.
I mean, I can also turn invisible.
Well, okay, in that case, you feel something trying to like poke at your face. Actually, hold up. Wait a moment. You
Hold
can.
up. Wait a minute.
Oh wait, no, yeah, it doesn't see invisible creatures.
Yeah,
or anything.
that's probably at a different arcane eye because I remember.
Yeah, I'm thinking of old-fashioned, good old-fashioned arcane eye. Back in my day, arcane eye used to give you more shit than that.
Wait, so if Norlai has arcane eye and is filthy, does that mean she could see the filth lines coming off of her shirt?
It isn't true sight. It's
But it's
magic sight at
yeah,
maybe a very very
a
least.
little bit, kind of, sort of. It's weird. Because it doesn't exactly follow the same standards of Arcane Eye.
Yeah.
Someone here have prestidigitation. That shirt is very distracting.
No, I'm sorry. With the guild I work with, they always just provide me fresh new clothing. Whenever I stop at one of their shops, they're required a need for prestidigitation.
Hold on. Happy?
Need you to roll for me a no. No wild magic for this character at the moment.
Hold on. Normally I have it. Oh.
What's with all these?
I have,
Yeah. Oh, you're
I have
trying
all
to.
of my equipment I have all my equipment unequipped with still 6 armor.
The fick?
For real?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Do you need to refresh Woe 20?
No, it
Hmm.
must be something in the character sheet. But if it's not any of the equipment, then I don't know
Something
what.
fucky is going on with the API.
Yeah.
So very likely not your fault.
Yeah. All right. Anyways.
Yes. So you traverse through the. How long does the effect last? Is it just the standard duration?
Up to 1 minute.
Oh, okay. I mean, eventually it would end.
Yeah.
It was kind of weird that experience.
Yeah. But upside is I have one of those crystals in my hand now. Which,
Yes.
which is what is the name for this stuff so I can note it properly.
Put in wild arcane crystal. Sorry, wild magic crystal arcane. Parentheses arcane.
Magic. Oh, arcane.
Yes.
Okay. Magic crystal arcane. Get it. Any weight to it?
It does weigh half a pound.
Okay.
Surprisingly dense considering its size.
Yeah.
And weight, yeah, considering its size.
Might come in handy useful for researchers because this stuff is probably hard to attain.
Then again, would anyone really want to obtain it?
I did. Norlai holding it, just be like,
Uh, I think I'm good. Even if I'd have telekinesis, I'd rather not take any risks.
I guess the only one who's brave enough is one who's brave enough to drink.
The only one who's brave enough is the most foolish.
Which is surprising because we have Trixie with us right now.
Yeah, true.
I guess we know who's the most foolish compared to Trixie. I mean, okay, here's the thing. Trixie is a trickster, but doesn't make just because you're a trickster doesn't make you foolish
Yeah. Alright.
necessarily.
Now, with one of these crystals in hand, we'll continue moving forward until nightfall or something else eventful.
Let's keep on keeping on.
You just traverse through, and eventually, I need one of you to make for me a survival check who is not steering or pathfinding to make for me a survival check to find a safe enough campsite.
Survival. Oh, I thought.
Yeah. Someone who's not pathfinding or steering, so that's.
Uh, I'm proficient in nature, but I guess I can do a survival check.
I thought you were pathfinding.
Hey, am I fine?
Yeah, you rolled the survival check before, so okay, mammoth. 13. All right. Are you keeping that? Just to make. I'm just making sure.
I can. I'll use my one free reroll.
23.
All right. 23. You managed to find a relatively. I say that with heavy emphasis. Relatively stable campsite. There doesn't appear to be much, if any, arcane crystals growing around. But the only thing that remotely would have appears to be just some like huge chunk of quartz, and even then, that was like really mucky and dirty. So nothing to be concerned about.
How much would it be? Like, what would it be to try and pick up the quartz?
An athletics check.
And yeah. Normal, I sees you doing this and me like it. Would you like some assistance?
Well,
I want to give this to the missus.
it's a very nice rock. To be
Uh,
fair,
yeah. Normal, I would
What
go.
kind of rose quartz? What?
it is. I would say. Let's see here. This appears to be some sort of white quartz.
Pretty.
Hmm. And I want. I want to make an attempt to like grab some of that quartz as well with that by telekinesis.
Well, there was a chunk of quartz. Think like the size of a basketball.
So
Almost.
big but not heavy.
Big but not super heavy. It's mostly just, it's deep in the ground a
Yeah.
bit.
Oh, oh, it's in the ground. Oh.
Yeah. And it was like a whole chunk, not like a vein.
Yeah.
So like Mammoth grabbed all the all the quartz on the ground.
The entire quartz. Yeah.
Damn.
Should have rolled better. Or should have said should have spoken faster.
Yeah. All right. So set up camp and do watches now.
I need to know if you guys want to set up camouflage, and I need to know if you are going to be eating from your current rations, or if you're going to be hunting for food.
In a place where this place is getting more chaotic as the deeper we go in, I think it'd be safer to go with rations for once.
I mean, I can do a nature check to for camouflage, right?
Yep, it will be a nature check.
All right.
Yeah, since you're no longer pathfinding, yeah.
24.
Ugh. Ugh.
Just call me Nature Boy. Boy.
All right. So looking around, this feels really easy. You take the time to, with your telekinesis, of course, move around some shrubbery and rocks around the area to make it look like the area appears to be sort of growing around a tree, and there's really nothing of value to be found here. Which, I mean, this is the point. And yeah, looking back on it, if you hadn't set up the this camouflage around the camp, you would have sworn that this is there's just a bunch of plants growing around a tree.
Yep.
Can I try to set up a trap?
What do I just imagine? Mammoth just has firewood, like just walks right past the camp.
Uh,
I mean, who knows? Maybe that's the case.
all right.
Hi, Staley friend, have you seen the camp?
Yeah, it's just you just gotta take a left around the corner.
So
Yeah,
I'm going to
easy.
set up. I'm going to set up traps.
Okay. Make for me, in that case, a choice of survival or stealth.
Survival or stealth?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, given the choice.
25.
25. We're ignoring that heavy armor thing because that is bullshit. You're a bard.
No.
You're not wearing any heavy armor.
Still can't
It is
pick it.
cool.
why do I just imagine snap? Someone fell into my trap. Just Mammoth hanging upside down. Help,
Less
please.
snap and more buzzing noises.
Oh.
Just-
Not over.
Uh,
So, anyways.
I don't like this Shindaru.
anyway. Okay, so who wants to take first watch?
I'll take first watch.
Alright. I guess I'll go with second.
Mm. All right. Who's taking third? And finally, who's taking fourth?
I'll take it.
I'll pick fourth. I'm better off picking last or fourth. I mean, last or first.
Alright, sounds like we got an order, so. Kraken,
I
you're up.
guess it's time to make my perception check.
Mm-hmm. It's about
22.
22. As you. All right. First watch. You begin to hear noises, the sounds of bees. Would Trixie have informed her allies of her traps and their location?
Actually, yes, for once.
Yeah,
This
then
is
you
when
would
I
have.
first start going with.
Yeah, then you would know that. Okay, no, that's just Trixie's. That's just Trixie's traps, or one of them.
And you're bees, bees.
Not the bees! Not the bees! No,
Yeah,
it's too easy.
okay. Anyways.
Yes. Anyways, Alex has the right idea. Uh, you, as you spend the night, it's mostly quiet. The birds are chirping. The uh, the crickets are rubbing their legs against their ass, I guess technically.
No, they're otherwise.
Huh?
Anyways.
It's it's very tempting to just play a ditty, but then that'll be like break camouflage. So I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Wait, what is Trixie doing?
Making a
Ignore
dumb
that.
pun.
No, I'm trying to fix something.
Yeah. Alright, so. Anything, Auntie, on his watch?
No. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, no. Nothing of importance.
Hey, you
Okay, that
fixed it.
appears to fix it now. For now, I don't think the code and disabled it.
Hmm.
Alright.
Mhm.
Okay, so if nothing happened on this watch, my turn.
Yeah, second watch.
Okay.
It's like as I just start getting tired, I just start walking like halfway to Like to the carriage, just go. Hey, Nola, wake up! It's your turn. And move. Go
I'm
now.
already there. What a be.
And just popped away like, yeah.
Alright. And watch and I will go. 29.
Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. All right. You your watch is uneventful except for that same white monkey appears to be sitting appears to be approaching you and appears to want to sit next to you. How you know it wishes to speak or sit next to you is you're not entirely sure, but do you
Mm,
let them?
Yeah. Or I would
mm,
make space for them, just being like, eh.
monkey.
Monkey. Mm. As you let it sit down, it appears to have a very initially I don't know if Trix ever mentioned it to you, but beforehand, where it once had a regular stick, it now appears to have a very how do I put this? A very fancy-esque kind of cane or staff.
Or I looked at me like, that looks like a spellcasting focus of some sort. Huh. Very
It appears
interesting.
to just be sitting there with it resting on its lap, with the staff resting on its lap.
Hmm.
Huh. What can I rule something? Because I like, if this is bringing, like, would this be insight or like arcana?
What were you trying to
Like
do?
to try to figure out why, like, now it's carrying around what looks like to be a staff, trying to discern, hear what's going on, because originally it was speaking and then now it's not. I don't know if this is the same monkey or not, so this is me just trying to piece together what's going on.
All right.
Alright, so insight 34. Man, a
34.
natural on the other side.
Well, first things first, you notice its posture. It appears to have a very straight back while it's sitting down, stuff at its on it resting on its legs, on its lap. It just appears to be just sitting there with you. It doesn't appear to mean any harm, but it doesn't appear to be saying anything either.
Hmm.
Which up to you, but kind of hard to tell which is more concerning. The fact that you have a monkey sitting next to you, like a trained something, like a mage or something, just there, or the fact that it's just that this is the same monkey you've seen a couple times before.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, I kind of wish I was able to see this monkey so I could use detect thoughts on it.
Yeah.
But alas, no detect thoughts for you.
Yeah. So looking at the
Eh.
monkey now that's like following us around, I'm like, you don't have, like, look at the monkey. I'm like, you don't have to keep leaving every night. You get more than welcome stay around to keep following us directly instead of traveling alone. Well, welcome to join us.
It just sort of looks to you for a moment and says something in a language you're actually correct me if I'm wrong. Your character's not proficient in Vietnamese, right?
Yeah, I only have the one extra language, and that's Italian. I don't. I don't.
It says something in you can easily identify is the tongue of this region, Vietnamese, but can't you can't you don't know what the fuck it's saying.
uh, Fantastic. The one time I need a translator and he's asleep.
Yeah.
I mean, you could still call for me if you really need me to like speak for you or on his behalf.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's not. like at most, I probably just have one level of exhaustion to try to stay up to help translate for the monkey.
Nah. What normally I would do, like, well, seeing how I can understand you, if you're still here in the morning or for the next person on watch, at least I know that you will run to stick around and join us. If not, it's understandable. It's just an offering. And normally just smiles.
All right. The thing appears to, notice, or it appears to just sort of stare at you just for a moment and blinks a couple times before it starts sniffing the air and begins to sort of point towards your bag.
Hmm? Yeah. Like, it's like, oh, you, want something to eat? As she'll shift through.
Right? What do you offer it?
Let's see.
Banana.
God damn it.
I'll offer it a variety of like fruits that I have at my disposal, not just exclusively the stuff that came from the Nine Hells, but the other plants that I've been growing. Just been like, you have your pick of litter of this and that and this and that.
All right. As you show it the many delectable and interesting fruits you have to offer, it appears to not be interested in any of them.
Hmm.
For me, an insight check.
Yeah, I was about to say.
A picky eater, this one.
Might be looking for something else. 17.
17. You notice appears to be eyeing up your bottle, a bit of your bottle that appears to be sort of peeking out.
Oh.
Oh no. Drunken monkey.
No.
Like, if it's pointing, which one is it pointing at specifically as you, like, eyeing the bottle?
It's not pointing, it's more just looking.
Yeah, eyeing at the bottle. Somebody. I'll pull out my, wild whiskey, because that's one that's currently open. And, pour, pour myself a shot and pour it a shot. So, you want some of this?
It appears to extend both hands out. God, it's so fucking cute.
Yep, and I'll, like,
Fucking-
hand it the glass and be like, cheers.
Alright.
Oh boy. And here we go. While we're like, well, magic yet again.
Filthy shirt again.
Oh, that's an extreme.
Who?
Oh,
Ooh,
make a
roll.
wisdom saving throw against my spell DC, which in this case would be my alcohol DC.
Mhm.
Or be turned into cat.
Into what?
Into cat.
Alright. It appears to fail the save, but doesn't appear to be have its form changed at all.
Yeah. Well, this might be for myself. I don't know if you want to roll again to see, because these are two different results. Because normally I was taking a drink with it.
Oh, right, I forgot about that. My bad.
Yeah.
Go ahead, roll for... Yeah.
Yeah. So this is probably for me, and that one's for Monkey.
Mhm.
Alright, so
Yeah, that's for the monkey, but it... You see that it sort of shakes its head, but doesn't appear to have its form changed at all. I mean, not that you would know the effect.
okay. Alright, so this one's for myself, 14, 3. Oh. 53, moderate. Your feet sink to the ground, making you completely immobile for 1 minute.
Hmm. You then start to feel, oh man, feet feel really warm. God damn it.
I'll just imagine the slightly just sinking noise, just. Wasn't going anywhere anytime soon, anyways.
Got a sinking feeling about this? Eh? Eh?
I swear to God.
Okay. I'll let that pass. I'm
No, don't you dare.
pass.
Don't
Okay.
you dare.
2 shots left from that open bottle, and just smile with the monkey kind of having a good chuckle laugh and just like being friendly.
Wait, so what was that talk about? Like wisdom saving throw, or else be turned into a cat? What was that?
Yeah, that was for because I made the mistake and not clarify that Norlai was making a drink too, like drinking a shot herself too, because
Been two results regardless, but yeah.
yeah. The first one was like if was being transformed into a cat if you fail wisdom saving throw.
Uh,
Shame, I kind of want to see more like it turn into a cat.
Eh. Whatever. All right. Just continue being good company with Monkey and just
Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, ting.
Gonna need to stop that.
you even did it on repeat. You can't even.
Exactly.
why not let him finish with Walla Walla Bing Bang?
Hey.
Ooh, ah, ah, ting, ting, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, ting, walla, walla, bing, bang.
Anyways, rocks fall, everyone dies. Anyway, kidding.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Once the effects of alcohol wear off and it's almost time for our next watch, I'll let the monkey know. Then I'm just gonna wake up the next person and see if you see you in the morning if you're still here. If not, it's all right. It's like still was good company.
Did that says something to you as it gestures towards the bottle?
It's like all right. It's like oh, you want me to leave the rest of it for you? Because there's a couple of shots left.
Alright. Do you hand it over?
It's like, yeah, like normally it would be the nice thing and just like hand it to her and I'm like, all right, yeah, you can have the last 2 shots. It's almost empty anyways.
As you do so, it then brings up its staffs and smashes the upper part of it. And uses its hands to, you know, get some pour some alcohol into its mouth. Certainly unnecessary, but
What a waste of a good bottle.
what a shame. So, anyways, you then make your way to who again to wake up?
That would be. I think Arvid said he was going to do third, so goes up to Mammoth and been like, "Hey, it's like it's your turn." Oh, by the way, there's a monkey ally outside. If he's not there, that means he took his leave.
Anything interesting
But
Uh,
about,
persuasion.
about said primate friend?
yeah.
Like, oh, like what?
She looks at the monkey. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
No, I would just essentially say could probably describe like what he kind of looks like and how friendly he is, and he enjoys his alcohol apparently.
Yes.
As he walks out, he says, and he uses one of his spell slots to speak to animals. Hello, friend.
Start speaking in Vietnamese.
Switches over to Vietnamese. Hello.
Let me just quickly translate for you what it says. As it says, your friend is really is really too trustworthy, isn't she? You also notice its staff appears to have 2 golden rings patch to each side the staff.
But what can you do about that? Are those hers, by the way?
Hmm?
Them fancy rings.
What was your question again? Sorry.
Are those rings hers?
No, they've always been
Okay,
there.
to be fair. Fair. Um, he holds out his hand. Mammoth, nice to meet you.
You also trust me too easily.
No. As he points behind him where there's a vine sneaking up on him.
Hmm. Interesting.
First rule of being a druid: trust no one.
And I thought that was the case. That was supposed to be the first case with rangers. With how their seclusionary they are, their barbaric practices.
Yes, as he just. And I am going to do a Sun Wukong thing. He pulls from his ear a staff and taps it on the ground, revealing it's his it's from the tree of life itself, or the world tree.
Interesting that I would choose you.
Eh, yes, but who are we to say who it can and cannot choose?
That is true. That's more than often true with those toys. As it nods sagely, not closing its eyes, but
Doing that squint nod.
mm-hmm.
And are we not toys to the universe, as it perpetually flings us around in its lovely gaze?
I see you're a moron.
I am many things, to be fair. A moron's just one of them.
Hmm. Well, I won't try to waste I won't waste your breath. You're very clearly somewhat aware of what I am.
Druid, uh, ape race, I don't, awakened, I don't really fucking care.
He just raises an eyebrow. A bit too accurate, it appears.
What can I say? I like to keep up on world events. Eh, Maybe that's why this thing shows me. As he just looks at his staff and squints at it.
A bit too. No, I meant more with. Hmm, that motion. You're familiar with the arts, with the monastic art, at least where that maneuver comes from.
Oh, to be to be fair, with that, my wife has a cousin who's in the monastics, and I like to make conversation with things I don't know about. Tis all.
Apparently, yours is associated with the Wukong monastic orders.
He nods.
Hmm,
Sweet woman, she
strange.
is.
Well, then I'll keep this brief. I am not an incarnation of his divinity, but I am a servant, a favor of him, favor for Wukong to pay back a debt. He never explained, but hmm, I sort
So
of
you're more like a warlock in a way.
not quite. I suppose your kind would call us angels, but of course they come in many forms, especially depending on the god and what purpose they have for them.
Yeah, heard about one with like so many eyes, like just shivers. So many eyes.
I mean, I have that too if I wished. However, so as to better disarm you, this is the form I have taken.
And he just smiles. And of one of Wukong's angels, you don't act like a member of his divinity. I mean, wasn't Wukong a trickster himself before he became a Buddha?
Yes, but that was also before. But he was also a soldier of his own accord, of course.
Of course. So what brings an emissary of the Monkey King?
Death, the usual.
Uh, mischief, mayhem.
No, just death.
Oh, who's going to die? Me?
I'm not sure, but I do know is that the area here is outside of most of the gods' gaze, including that of the local god. I'm sure you're aware of that swimming rat.
There are many rats that I know of.
The
The
one
god of rats.
the one who prefers to drown the righteous and the evil.
One. Yeah, I don't like. I love the nature aspect of it, but just I find their way of doing things counterproductive, if that makes sense.
How so?
But you drown the good and you drown the evil. If is it like a blessing to be uh, like if someone doesn't know who that person is, they could be, oh, why are they drowning him? Oh, he must have been super evil. Where someone else might go, oh no, he was a really nice guy. Like, then why are they drowning him? Because they either drown good or bad people. Yes, but how do we know they're not bad people? And he just motions like on and on, so he doesn't have to sound like an idiot.
Yeah. He says that is an oddly simple take for someone in your position. I
Yeah,
thought
sometimes
druids
the
were
simple ways are the best ways.
I thought druids were supposed to be neutral. I must be
Oh,
behind the times.
trust me, I am. It's just I don't like. I'm not one who likes to see people suffer.
Hmm. How many people do you think die every day? I could give you the exact number.
I choose not to. Uh, it would bring down my mood, you know. He just smiles.
Hmm. Then I'll keep this brief as he puts the bottle to the side. While I do not, while I do not necessarily agree with that god's methods, I do agree with its message. Life will not pay favorites, regardless of your intentions. If you attempt to stop the flow of the rivers, or in your case, the way of things, the green, it does not matter if you're righteous or evil. You'll die the same. Constant warning.
That is a good warning as he takes a sip of his tea. And I'm not one to. And we're not ones to rock the boat, so to speak.
Looks over to your boat. Not that I think it would need rocking to begin with.
I'm using the expression.
I know. You carry around dangerous company.
Yeah, I heard one of them is like this ancient, former like person who's able to like punch Faye into back into the Fae realm or some bullshit.
That's not exactly what I meant. But your fang. Give it up very easily, and I do not care about it either way. However, still, despite taking that thing, you gave it to something else.
Boom.
We would like to know. Well, I would like to know.
Well then, I would like to, I think our our barbarian already gave you this option, but we would like you to join us just to see.
No, I'm just an observer. Until
But
but when when the sun falls and the moon rises, I'm able to take a more physical appearance. But I cannot intervene.
no one's asking you to.
And yet you ask me to join you.
As an observer mostly.
If I were any closer, then I would no longer be an observer.
Yes, but one could say that the machinations of gods and devils are evil in itself or some bullshit. Look, just like unless me or my friends do something stupid, keep your threats to yourself.
Oh no, there's no threat, sir. As it sort of looks around, as it looks at you, it's simply a promise. Threats are claims. They're not guarantees. I can ensure death occurs.
All right, how
And
about
so
this?
can those around me.
All right, how about this? Fuck off. If you're planning on just like scaring us to death, killing us for no goddamn reason other than it tickles your fancy, fuck off.
If it were that
I
simple.
could. He just sighs. Look, you already know me as a druid. You also know to fear druids, correct?
It chuckles a little bit. If I were weaker, yes.
And I've heard stories of my kind frying your chicken.
Hmm. Yes, to an extent.
And here's the thing: his pleasant smile never left his face.
Yeah, I figure as much.
I'm just Look, we're just trying to do the right thing. And if you have a problem with it, take it up with the guild that we are part of. And if you don't have anything constructive to say, well, enjoy your booze.
Hmm. The right thing or the correct thing?
Constructive.
No. You said you claim to be doing the right thing. I'm asking
We
simply,
are
are we doing
trying to do the right thing.
Hmm.
That means we don't know exactly what we're doing because we're mortal. We don't know if it's the right thing, the wrong thing, the thing that fucks the thing that keeps the world balanced or fucks it up entirely. We do not know.
Not quite. You do more than you know.
Well, I
You
don't fucking know. No one ever tells me shit.
demons. The ones that do not are and join with them are defective. Correct?
He just drugs.
And you hunt and kill them, don't you?
No, I'm a therapist.
You know what I meant. Not you,
No, I don't.
your people. The majority of those in this.
My people are. I'd like to mention my people are thousands of miles away, doing whatever. I don't know. I'm a fearbulk. And while people may call me Mammoth, I'd like to remind the thing that's an angel or whatever. That's we fearbulks tend to just keep to ourselves. I just like adventure. So is that all, or are we going to go through another song and dance?
Hmm. Song and dance is an interesting term, but I have one last thing. I have a message though. After that,
Hold on, Vera, Vera, we can hear your dog.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we can hear your doggo.
Sorry.
You're fine.
All right, continue.
I I also came here to deliver a message. Message
Yes.
will deliver.
Oh, to whom?
A woman named Vera. I'm going to PM you the message.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right. What? That she's too trusting.
No. I'm gonna PM it to you.
Right. Or what? To make stronger booze.
It gestures you to, come closer.
He comes closer.
That's for Peter, right? Not Trixie?
No, just to Vera.
I know what you're all thinking. Don't harass the monkey.
I didn't say that or think
Oh,
that.
no, absolutely correct.
I'm surprised that my booze didn't get him drunk, because, like, I can get anyone drunk with that shit, so. Let's have a strong liver.
Remember, monkey be angel.
Yeah. Well, still doesn't.
A divine entity.
Yeah.
Servant of a god. That's why I referred to, what your people, what you would call it as an angel. since they're, at least in this setting, they're normally the servants of gods.
Yeah, but my alcohol bypasses any sort of like immunities or resistance to alcohol, so still.
All right. He just goes, well, it would be rude not to offer you anything. I'll have some tea, crumpets, what? What would you like?
He gestures towards the bottled booze. I think this will do just nicely. Thank you.
All right. Well, it's never a smart idea to eat without drinking, or drinking without eating something.
Maybe.
Wake up with a headache afterwards. But suit yourself. As he just gets up, is my turn over?
Yes, your watch is over.
He just walks over to the teapot, flicks it. Oi! Your turn.
It is now Trixie's turn.
Oi, Trixie. Tink, 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 tink.
Mm,
And he put the smoke for the teapot chamber just automatically going, who has summoned me? Oh, hi.
Hey, do you know Vietnamese, right?
Sure.
Looks at her, shrugs. Right, we have a guest, apparently can speak Vietnamese.
and how come I'm the only one who doesn't get to talk with a monkey?
I
Timing.
rolled for when it would show up. I rolled a 2 on the D4. Blame
And
If the monkey's still in the morning, it's there in the morning, you'll be able to talk to it.
it says it only has a physical appearance at night, so by the time dawn breaks, it's just gonna disappear into the ether.
And I will give Vera her message.
Trixie's
And
like,
Once
yeah,
you
isn't that the mouse with having had it be at the place?
Right. Right, can someone like, I don't know, what is the oh wait, it's the tiny mouse person, right? That's Vera.
Trixie's like, yeah, I didn't meet her at the thing. We talked about like
All right.
history and such.
He takes out his sending stone and tries to contact Vera.
Alright. Roll a D20.
I have the fancy one.
In the roll 20, of course.
No, that's a D100. No, wait, that's a D20.
11.
Okay. Now roll for me an Arcana check.
Neat.
10.
10. As you do so, it's... How about this? You get crickets. I mean the most literal term. All you hear are crickets. On the other
Wait,
end.
who gave Cricket's ascended stone?
Spirally interference.
Probably Trixie.
Dang it, Trixie, stop giving things to things.
No.
No, it's funny. Fuck you.
Alright.
Damn it, Trixie.
So anyways,
Just goes, like, puts on the sleeping mask and goes to bed.
Anyways.
yeah, so anyways,
I told you I would do it.
make for me a perception check to see the monkey is there still.
uh, uh,
Sorry, make a what?
Perception. Like you're still doing watches, remember?
Sorry, I couldn't think of some reason. I'm gonna, I'm gonna reroll that.
Try that.
Much, much better.
Anyone's having a good old time with the monkey and just sleeping.
I mean, the monkey made vague threats to to a mammoth.
I mean,
So,
I still would have liked to have a conversation with the monkey, even if it was making vague threats.
sorry, vague promises. Sorry, vague promises. I misspoke.
Yeah,
I
vague
mean,
promises of what might happen, but they fucking.
This would probably be like something that Barb would eat up, though. It just said that even in the face of danger, they still converse with beings that are beyond
Yeah,
on mortal capabilities.
yeah. But at any rate. So anything of note during the watch besides?
Yes, 25. So I have fantastic news. The monkey appears to ask you what an oh, okay. I might as well just do it in character. The monkey asks what an immortal entity is doing with this group, rather an undying entity.
I've got cookies.
Hmm?
I've got cookies.
They have cookies is your response.
Okay, okay. And he just sort of looks at you, looks you up and down, looks at the group. And understandable for your
You are good, what man?
no, just understandable.
Some that.
If I did not have duties, I would have very much preferred to
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
work for that strange dwelf woman.
Well, he's a fair lady.
Maybe. Granted, it would have been under better circumstances when I was not here to watch the death of someone.
Oh, he's dying.
If I knew, I would tell. I would certainly tell you. These people often don't trust the words of, well, the Fae.
Oh, tell me about it. Tell me about it. I mean, I sneak away. I sneak away and steal some fireworks one time, and I sneak away from hide and speak one time.
Don't forget the
And then I
time
start playing.
we were down on fire.
That's out of. You're saying that out of character. I take it.
I do that one time. Yeah, and Trixie just goes on and on. And Trixie just goes on and on for us like the many things she's done, followed by this. I do it one time, and just be standing up.
Anything else?
He was there, he would just look at the thing like,
Uh,
do you see what I put up with?
he's actually listening quite intently.
Faye and Faye conversations. It's an interesting thing.
Oh, here's the thing: they're not Fae; they're Celestial. But
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, immortal to immortal then.
Mhm.
Eventually she stops with the whole I feel one time thing. And it's just like, oh, and then there was the time that I speak twice people and I saw a bunch of fireworks as a distraction. That that was fun.
Hmm. You cause a lot of havoc, don't you? I admire that.
No, havoc, no, no,
You're
no,
right. Chaos.
havoc,
You're right.
no.
That'll be watering it down. Chaos. My
I
fault.
prefer chaos, yeah. What is life without a little bit of chaos now? No?
Hmm. Chaos and order, they must exist in tandem. If there's too much of one, there must be too much of the other to balance it out.
Without chaos, there'd be no life. And without order, there'd be no cookies.
Hmm.
Seriously, have you tried making cookies with chaos? Not fun.
I have in a past in but a couple thousand years ago. But
Oh, you do. You, you do that thing where it came to life and you had drowning a book and the potato.
not quite exactly like that, but something similar, yes. But that was years ago. I have different duties now.
Um, yeah, that might freeze it. Oh, that, yeah, that's yeah, no, I'll fix it.
Mm.
Yeah, okay.
Perhaps when we are not on mission, we should converse some more. I
Pardon?
find you yeah, it says perhaps when we are not both on mission, we should converse some more. I find you how to out of character. I need to think for a moment. I find you tolerable. Sorry, can you repeat that?
That wasn't me.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
My bad.
It would be weird if I just started speaking Italian out of nowhere.
Mm. Well, that's
Sorry,
interesting.
I'm playing Revelations.
Yeah, I mean, I figured as much.
Hmm. It,
Because Revelations is good.
and never forget Mario Auditore.
You son of a bitch.
It's an actual character. You can't blame me.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I
Sorry
know.
about that.
I just hate you for reminding me that. Okay, hello. Welcome back.
Sorry about that. I was just learning that I'm a first sick.
Okay.
So that's that time. Where were we?
The oh yeah, the weird monkey guy thing says that they'd like to speak to you in the future when neither of you are working, as he finds you tolerable.
Oh yeah, definitely that'll be fun.
Hmm.
Like an egg?
Sorry,
Would you like an egg?
he takes a sniff. I would, yes.
Fixing hands for the egg. Yeah, hands for the egg with beads.
Sorry, one of the eggs of the bees or no?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It as it holds on to it, it bites down on it, and no bees, only egg. An egg
Well, how
inside.
about that?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I. Excuse me. Mm, mm. Sorry. Minor ward. Not exactly your traditional one, though. My allies, my master, thought that I should be warded for certain situations, like the acts of Fey. But that's only for this mission.
Oh, yeah, good call.
Yeah, that's only for this job.
Monkey.
What is staff for this job?
This is why I would like to speak to you when neither of us are working.
Oh, good.
It is not against the idea of pranks. What an odd celestial.
We gotta work together to prank the whole prank on the party.
Which god he is an angel of.
It was
Or,
Didn't we meet the Monkey King in one of the world?
you met or at least Vera met a different aspect, a lot more older aspect of the Monkey King.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, the Monkey King of this planet is a lot older, and has sort of
Right.
like wine, aged. That's not to say he's boring though. He does perform an odd bit of tomfoolery here and there.
but we are talking to the.
He's one bar.
We are talking about the guy who got not one set of immortality, but like multiple sets of immortality.
Yeah.
Like
And
4 or
it-
5, yeah.
Yeah, and it basically achieved the equivalent of like multiple forms of divinity.
And he pulled the ultimate tax fraud on that.
Much to the god's chagrin.
Yes. But without further ado, as the night begins to fade and the sun begins to rise, you notice that the monkey begins to become translucent before you know it, uh, disappears. As the light,
As he becomes translucent, as he becomes translucent, and we're like try to stick off.
sorry,
As he becomes translucent, we're gonna try to stick my paw through him.
right? You do. And for the first couple seconds, he's there before as he turns invisible. There, you feel nothing there, just thin air.
Next.
It's a physical form that he keeps, so yeah.
Hmm. And then after everyone wakes up, I'm just like getting out of bed. Everybody talking about the monkey. It's like, wait, what? Y'all talk to a monkey? Huh?
Yeah.
Like, am I the only one who doesn't know about this monkey?
I think so.
Basically, yeah.
They've never spoken to you once.
Wait, monkey? No, what monkey?
I can't tell.
No
I
monkey.
can't tell that's promises safety or my doom.
Eh.
It does promise death
Yes.
upon one of us.
Wait, did it say it promises death upon one of us, or one of us is going
Any
to
of you,
die?
something in your travels is going to die.
Hmm.
Keep in mind, undead don't count. Non-sapient undead do not count.
For all we know, it could be one of my awakened trees, which would bump me out. But
I feel like the fact that it has not it has not communicated with me once assumes that it's preparing to take my life, and I do not like that one bit.
well,
But to be fair, you always take first watch, so
What? You're being paranoid, man.
okay. Like I said,
Yeah.
if it said it wishes death upon us, and like I'd be more concerned. But if it said one of us is going to die, like one of us is destined to die,
It just said
everyone dies.
someone or something on your travels is going to die.
yeah. For all we know, it could be one of my many pots of awakening shrubs, trees.
Dame.
All I'm saying is that if it ends up being me, I'm gonna give them monkey in the ether a piece of my damn mind.
To be fair, again, can I talk?
No, we've got blood armor.
I mean, to be fair, like I said, that they,
Alright, go ahead.
um, to be fair, like I said, you always take first watch.
I mean, I only take first watch like half the times,
Yeah. Okay.
but
First
that's
watch
besides the
last
point.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Besides,
If you first watch next time, I'll take first watch.
I honestly, I don't think you need to worry because if it's one of those things of like, oh, one of us is fated to die and he's here to observe it kind of deal, I don't think we need to worry about it because fate's bullshit, anyways.
Yeah. It only affects some of you. That being, I think, literally Trixie. Literally only Trixie.
Hey, what? Sorry?
Yeah, if I recall correctly, Trixie is the only character who has not interacted with Ratchet. Only people who have
Ratchet?
directly interact with Ratchet. Yeah.
Um, wait, I don't think
Right.
Jonas interacted with Ratchet either.
Oh yeah.
I think you try to get in contact with Ratchet because he's the blacksmith I tried to recommend.
Wait, Ratchet's the blacksmith?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So technically you did try, but it probably one of those like delayed
ah,
messages. Yeah.
it,
So yeah, technically did, but it's because of we're in this weird zone. It's just like it. We don't know if it fully went through or not.
Yeah.
I mean,
We'll find out eventually.
all right.
Meanwhile, I said I knew talking to that goddamn wolf would fuck me up.
Talking to that Warforge could have saved you from death itself.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh yeah, I forgot we all ate rations because none of us decided to go hunting tonight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Mostly.
let's not. In a crystal forest that has floating islands.
Yeah. This place is weird. We don't want to eat a wild animal and get wild magic effects. I got alcohol for that.
I mean, you don't anymore technically because you gave the monkey the rest of your wild magic whiskey.
I still have 3 more bottles.
Yeah, she still
Oh,
has 3 bottles.
oh,
Plus the one in my vestige.
Yes. That is true.
hmm.
I'm a prepared little drunk.
You're prepared, somehow functional drunk.
Wouldn't surprise me if is that even in death you still somehow find a way to drink alcohol in your with your body.
Much like my dad.
Hmm.
All
All
right.
right, so I'm guessing we're packing things up again, ready to travel again.
Mm-hmm.
I, I actually have to make dinner, you guys. I'm sorry.
It's good.
Yeah.
We're
Go.
about to end.
It's like 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're about to
Have
end,
fun.
so you're good.
Yeah. This is one of the downsides of starting late. You don't get to do as much.
Well, here's the thing. I had already planned for this to end before combat, which reminds me. As you wake up, you hear a roar over the horizon, and with that, we end the session.
Okay.
God dang it. No,
Alright.
you just see Mammoth with his morning tea, like, God damn it. Oh, just my tea.
And,
Okay. You want?
and
Sorry. You go.
I was just gonna say, hey, didn't get to drink my tea yet.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lovely, let's face it, it's a ye old Lipton.
All right. Do you want me to stop recording now?
Yes, please.